once, not twice. So if you guys are good with that, I am perfectly fine with that.
Happy as a corn.
Sure. I'm always happy.
No, I'm saying that.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm debating whether or not I'm waiting on the other. I'm gonna wait on the other thing. Jim, do you want me to say it?
Yes.
All right, so the last couple of years I've noticed, and I'm not putting the blame on anybody but me. Like, this is 100% an issue and a monster that I've created myself. Public comment and agenda item comment has gotten so far out of hand. It was so evident, very evident to me when we did the marijuana hearings, the public hearings, but I get that was still a pretty hot issue at the time, right? The results had just come in. But then when we were doing the river, when Rich was here, about the other Rich, not our Rich, was here about the river, I noticed it again. People just talking, doing whatever, saying whatever they want to say, talking to each other, which is weird, but whatever. Repeat comments. So what I'm doing with Jessica currently is I'm sitting down with her and we're looking at the way other communities around are doing public comment, are able to hear the residents, but still being able to maintain a semblance of order in their meetings and being able to be consistent, right? Because I find certain residents I maybe give a little bit of leeway to than I would, for others, and I don't think that's fair. Again, 100% my fault. All of it is my fault. So I'm sitting down with Jessica, and hopefully by the first September meeting, we will have some idea of how we want to do it going forward that allows for order, that allows for concerns to be addressed, that allows for questions to eventually be answered, because I can't stress it enough. In no version that I would bring to you would it be council question and answer. It just wouldn't. And I'll tell you what, if I find another community that does that, I'll think about it, but I'm pretty sure I won't. But it's been a thing that I've noticed, spitballing, and I wasn't here at the last meeting, but I heard there was a little bit of an issue there. Mike is here 4 days a week, plus a lot more than that most weeks. And he's at these meetings and he's at events. This isn't the only time you can ask him questions, right? He's available. He's, I would argue, more accessible than a lot of city managers. I don't think you can go down to the city of Grand Rapids and knock on their office door. You can come here and knock on Mike's 4 days a week, and sometimes if he's parked out back, he's in here doing something anyway. So we're available. You two are on Main Street all the time. You're always out doing something. Jim and I are out doing something. You can find us. This isn't the place for that. So, again, I've created a problem. Now I'm looking to correct my actions. So look for that in the next meeting or two. Go with it, Jim.
Motion adjourned at 7:52.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Can I ask one thing? We had a planning commission, James Burney put in.
We don't have an opening.
We don't have an opening.
No.
I knew that, so do we just file that?
Yeah, we keep it, and then it's the first one out of the gate if there's a resignation or if somebody moves out of the area. But yeah, it's not with any application. This is actually a really good question. It's not one and done, right? If you don't get appointed, the meeting after you turn in your application, we keep it. We are not minimizing your desire to be involved at all. Like, we have applicants, Susie and I have looked through applications that are 2-3 years old, call the number, and it's not even that person's number anymore. Or send an email and it gets kicked back. So I'm not minimizing anybody's, I should have addressed that, so good catch. We did have an application for planning. I would argue a very qualified one.
I agree.
We just don't have an opening on that board, so.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to thank
Yeah.
Mr. Burney for applying and
Awesome catch.
qualified guy.
Yeah, really good catch, thank you. Now you're
Make
up.
a motion adjourned at 7:53.
I'll support.
Motion and a second to adjourn. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
We go.
We go.